Elizabeth Bowie. Now, Elizabeth, as you know, is my middle name. So what do you think about those names for my new grandbaby coming? My daughter's listening too, by the way. So
okay, with Cameron, okay, he would be logical, deductive reasoning, good at mechanics, good at math, good at music, anything that takes sequential and logical steps. He would want to be in charge, but not necessarily know how to be in charge. So he's constantly learning. How do I do this? It's like he's playing with it. Can I be in charge? How am I in charge? Let me play with it. Okay? He would want to do what he wants to do, and other things he doesn't. He's got that ER in his name, so he's going to be interested in sex young. He's got workaholic, or the other side, the flip of the coin, when once you're down, you're down. He has in his name that he's got a little bit of rebellious streak. He likes to be in charge of him. So he's going to listen. It's an interesting combination of letters because of the last name. He's going to listen to what is said, and then he's going to go do what he wants to do anyway.
Wow.
Okay? But he's going to really think about what was said first. So it's not that he's not listening. It's not that he doesn't care, but he's going to make up his own mind because he has to decide for him what's right. Okay?
Wow.
So with Myra, very likable, very important to be likable. She's going to be one that waits and watches, observes, and it's like she gets all of her ducks in a row before she comes out and does anything. So she would not be one necessarily that starts speaking words. She would wait until she has it in her head and then come out with sentences. Okay.
See, that was my great-grandmother's name, and you're describing my great-grandmother to a T. So my great-grandmother's name was Myra, so wow.
Yeah, so that comes back in the name. And the only challenge, and I always say it's important for parents to know the challenge in the name that their children have, not so they can say, oh, my goodness, what did I do to myself, but instead to say, what do I need to teach so that this is not such a challenge? The challenge in Myra's name is she's going to have a tendency to want to hold grudges or to get even. So you've got to teach how you forgive and how you let go. Okay? The challenge in Cameron's name is that he's got to learn how his choices affect other people. So he's got to think not just of himself, but of those around him, and how his choices can affect somebody else, and think of somebody else before he acts on his own choices.
Wow, thank you for that. That's really neat.
We'll be posting portions of this interview on our Facebook page as well.
Yes.
It'll
probably
be on
tomorrow.
The Mix Show page. It'll be on my personal page and Eemia's page, and we'll just put it all around there. And again, we do appreciate you coming on. We can't thank you enough. It was a fascinating interview, and again, we really would love to have you back again in the future.
Just let me know when. I so enjoy you both. And, you have delightful names for balance, and there's a lot of camaraderie in your names. It's like there's not a conflict, which is really nice.
I think that describes us pretty well.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that describes us pretty well.
Yeah, we do get along fairly well. We have some very good camaraderie, hence the building of the radio show. I can give you a little hint. If you get an envelope with unmarked bills in it sent to your home, that's your cue to let you know that you'll be getting a call to come back on the show very soon. Okay.
My goodness.
And then the envelope will be donated to the food bank here.
And there will be no return address, and I won't even lick the envelope closed. I'm going to use a sponge, no DNA, and no one's tracing it back to me. But again, Sharon Lynne Wyeth. Know the name, know the person, buy it, download it, seek it out, go to her website.
Definitely.
A fantastic lady, wonderful sense of humor as well. We really appreciate putting up with our nonsense as well.
Yes, thank you.
Again, Sharon, thank you again, and thank you for coming on the Mix Show.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you both so much.
Thank you. Have a good night now.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, she was that's I'd like to meet her in person. I bet she puts off some really powerful vibes.
Well, she did on the phone.
Yeah.
Forget about in person.
You'd be blasted with her energies if you've met her in person. She's amazing.
She leapt through the board, and she's fantastic.
She is.
So, I forgot to ask her if she had kids and what she named her kids. We'll get that on the next interview.
Yeah, maybe so.
But I knew she would be fascinating. She was a lot of fun, and just
Well, I've been studying, and you've been doing some homework on her over the past couple days. So, I mean, I'm just totally amazed.
Yeah, it's just great. And if any of you are just tuning in, you missed it, we will post it back onto the Facebook pages for the Mix Show and our personal pages as well. Sharon, Lynne, Wyeth. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back in just a few. You're listening to the Mix Show.